I'm glad you're not having kids.
The only thing that you have to lean on is that I could beat you up.
I'm not leaning on it.
Congratulations, you went to jiu-jitsu.
Okay, let's cross compare what
Holy
you
fuck.
bring up all the time. I leg press more than you.
What do you,
I'm fat
I bring
and
up
I'm like
all the
kind of
time.
strong. I have a lot of water
You
retention from the
started this when you
creatine.
came in here wearing the running shoes.
Because I'm running.
I know, but it was like, I'm running home after this. I gotta.
It's just the easy, quick 8 miles. It's not even
eat
a thing.
shit and die.
It's not even a thing.
It is, because how long is it going to take you at a 12-minute pace?
Not a thing.
I might as well just walk that.
Yeah.
The fuck are we
You can
talking
do that.
about?
You
don't
can
think
walk
I
that.
could have walked that?
You can walk 8 miles?
At your pace? Yes.
Really?
It might as well be walking. Slow as fuck.
I'm glad you're not having kids.
I am too.
Because if you ever did, I would fucking abuse and beat the shit out of them.
I'd diddle yours. Just wait.
Can't say that.
I can say it.
All right.
They don't exist.
Get canceled. They will one day, and they'll
Yeah,
see this,
yeah,
and they'll
yeah.
be like, Uncle Chase, why is he so fat and black and
it's
trying to
gonna be a
fuck
clip
us?
just like Drake. All those 15-year-olds.
I'll refute it.
Yeah, refute these nuts in your mouth.
Gladly, brother.
We got a hater the other day.
Hey, brother.
I don't know if you saw it.
No.
I responded because I don't want you to do it. I hate your PR. Your PR sucks.
People like me more.
No, it's you. Just the things you respond with are
Because I have fun and I'm not mad at
no.
a hater.
It's like
You gotta let them hate.
AI that's not trained trying to interact with a human.
It's funny.
It's like fuck.
You gotta let them hate. Who cares?
Well, that one was like I figured you were gonna say something, so
Where was this? On what platform?
on YouTube. It was
Okay.
the last episode I uploaded. I think he saw a YouTube short and went straight to hatred. He was like, "Bro, this is bad, like really bad."
Okay.
And I was,
Is that all he said?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want Cameron to respond to this because he's probably going to say something like triangles are squares, but not all the time. So I stepped in front of it, and
Okay.
I
You
just-
handled it?
I did.
Yeah.
I hit him in a clear, concise way. I said, "Got to start somewhere, brother. Thanks for watching."
Nice.
What I
Humble?
really wanted to say was, you're hiding behind a YouTube profile. You've never put out anything in your life out in public for scrutiny. And if you did, it would suck cock. You tried doing what we're doing, pussy. I bet you won't.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to
Has
say.
it
But I
been one
said,
of-
thanks for watching.
Is it one of the episodes that did actually suck?
No, it was a fine one. It was the last one. Last one was good.
Oh, really? The last one
Yeah,
was good.
how dare he?
What the fuck?
Yeah, how dare he?
Everything I've worked for.
That's how dare he, man? Just come out and just talk shit to us.
You know,
What did we do to deserve that?
we're probably not everyone's cup of tea.
Well, obviously, we shouldn't be. Nobody's everything to everyone. I hate YouTube's always a mean place.
Yeah.
The niggas on there are always saying some shit rude for no
TikTok
reason.
and YouTube, they do.
TikTok is better.
Really?
Yes, if the amount of videos that we posted, the mean comments that come from are 100% from YouTube. I'll get maybe it's like 5-to-1 ratio. I'd say.
That
I
makes
never get anything rude on Instagram. I always get something on YouTube.
Instagram is too, like, there isn't as many like bot accounts. It feels like people who have an Instagram account, it's like their account, so they're less inclined.
Well, that's the thing is your face is on. It makes more sense.
No one's on YouTube to like really represent themselves. Like the common person watching shit on there isn't like, doesn't have an account post and stuff.
I know. I wish you had to connect it to your driver's license. I want to see your face. I bet you're wearing XXL shirt, 38 waist jeans. Fucking.
Dude, honestly, we're popping now. It could just be a Russian bot trying to sway all.
Hell
those
yeah,
comments.
it's fucking. They're trying to get the Fauci believers. They're trying to wrangle them in. We won't do it.
Why do you
Quit ripping ass in that chair.
Why? This is my chair
If
by now.
we got that chair deep cleaned, the brown that color that will come out of that, just
Straight asbestos.
ugh.
Maybe we'd have to put one of those warnings for lead paint on the chair. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the intro.
Well,
That's
yeah.
the show.
Welcome to the Unpleasant Podcast. I'm Chase.
I'm Cameron.
Shut up, idiot.
Fuck you, bitch. What'd you
Bro.
do this week?
I went to the gym today. Yeah. Here we go. He's complaining.
I'm interested.
Some dude,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe 2 weeks ago, came up to me and he asked where I got my tattoos done. He's like, my tattoo artist.
So he never goes there?
Haha.
Oh.
Step in the arena before you talk shit, fuck nigga. He's like, yeah, my tattoo artist moved, whatever. Like, where'd you get him done? I'm looking to get a sleeve. And so I told him, the guy, he asked me, how's you with pricing, all this stuff. I showed him the Instagram. He took a picture of it. Introduced himself. Cool. Nice to meet you. It was fucking Timothy, whatever your name is. Go about my day. This morning, like maybe 2 weeks later, he's walking to the bathroom as I'm walking to like start working out. Hey, man. I like your tattoos. Where'd you get them done? I'm looking to get a sleeve. Same exact conversation.
Same guy?
This nigga is a goldfish. Did not remember it. And I sat there for a second. I was like, is he fucking with me? But this nigga did not remember, apparently.
Was he not fucking with you?
No.
Wow.
And so I just rolled with it.
Wait, you gave him all the same info
I didn't have
again?
it in me. I did not have it in me to be like, do you not remember? Because I don't
You could
want
have just gently been like, we did this.
No, because I don't want to establish any sort of relationship with him.
You don't know how to stand up for yourself.
It's not that. It's thinking about the fact that if I rehash that we've already done this, then it becomes...
Now you're buddies.
It becomes more personal.
Yeah, yeah.
Be like, we already talked before. I don't want him to think that we talked before. I want him to think we're strangers in passing because I don't want to have to deal with, like, talking to a nigga at the gym. There's nothing more that I hate than having to acknowledge somebody's existence when I'm just there to do my thing.
Bro, imagine if you keep seeing him and he just keeps saying the same. Like you run into him at a store.
Next time
and
he'll be like, hey, man, I like your tattoos. I'll go, kill yourself. There's one dude that is the manager of the old gym that I used to go to that works out there.
Yeah.
And the first time, I didn't know that that's where he lives. Felt like I got caught cheating. It felt so awkward. But I hate that he works out there because then you have to do the make eye contact, wave, how you doing, before you can go about your day. I hate that shit.
Why?
Because it's just extra work.
Yeah.
And then you you miss it. Like he sees you, but you don't see him, or vice versa. And you wave, you look like an idiot for nothing. Oh,
I have a question.
what?
Have you ever made an organic friend like at a gym or at a store? Like, have you ever met someone just out and about on a regular day without the intention? Like, not at a bar where
Not in
you're
a
with
social
groups.
instance.
Yeah, yeah. Where like this group is here and this group, we merge groups. Not like that, but just have you ever just ran into a person and became like buddies?
No.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, I would rather kill myself. I was just wondering if you've
well,
done
you
it.
were positioning it like
I'm weird and like
you
I
were
like.
gonna position it like I am an antisocial
Nope.
dickhead.
Nope. Just
you
curious.
were. I
Nope.
know you.
Nope. Depends what you
You
would
were
have
gonna
said.
do that.
Depends what you would have said.
Okay. Well, no. I only do it in social situations. Like if I'm at a party or some shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really don't
Of
feel like
course.
people meet that way anymore.
Bro, that's how I made friends in college. I told you this.
No,
The listeners don't know.
No, not at parties. I mean, like just
So,
organically throughout the day. I don't.
that's the only way I made friends in college. is
I haven't-
I went by myself to a party where I knew a dude vaguely and forced conversation until I developed friendships.
When
It
I
was
was
terrible.
at least you did it. When I was looking for Am I the Assholes for this week on Reddit, there was a Reddit post about this dude in Seattle. He just left Seattle after living here for 5 years.
Did it say something about the Seattle freeze? I'll put
No.
a fucking bullet in my head.
No, he was like, he moved here super excited to try to like meet people and like get immersed into Seattle. And he left saying that he just was shocked at how,
Antisocial?
antisocial and like off-putting every interaction that he had. Like he's a super social dude. He's made friends everywhere he's gone. And then he came to Seattle and he was like, everyone just sticks to their own clique. No one is interested in like getting to know people. And I'm kind of used to it, so I can't tell. Because I'm one of those people who doesn't want to get to know
Did he
people.
clarify like what he did?
No, like he just would meet people either from dating apps or whatever and go out in group settings.
Because
And
I will say that he moved, but there was a comic, gay dude, super conversational, upbeat, happy guy. He always seemed to be doing some shit.
like butt stuff?
Come on.
You,
Come on.
dude,
Be better.
doing some
Be
shit.
better than
Some
this.
shit.
He's always at big ol' orgies. No, that nigga was in kickball. He's doing improv.
Whose balls
stand-up.
was he kicking?
Nigga always seemed to be at some sort of get together doing
Standing
something.
up on whose dick?
Standing up on whose dick? Good shit, man. But if you really were trying, I think you'd be fine.
Are we antisocial?
I
Like,
am until the person forces conversation, and then
Yeah.
I'll talk. Like the
yeah.
dude at the front desk today, apparently it was his last day at the gym, and like I'd never interact. I'll wave, go about my day, but then he stopped me to talk for a second, so I talked, and it was fine. But I don't want to initiate the conversation most times.
Yeah, I mean, the only outer dimensional humans I like interact with are cashier, like working people. Like I'm extra go like, how was your day? Like I see you.
I
Thanks
just
for scanning
force
my
it
stuff.
in situations I need to. So like stand up wise, if there's
Yeah.
people that I don't know, I'll interact because most likely I'm seeing you multiple times over. It makes sense that I should get to know you if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing.
When's the last time you had the urge to make a friend? Might be different for you because you're in the stand-up scene, but I'm just curious.
I don't. Do you feel like an urge to make a friend? I don't.
I've
I have
never-
a hankering for friendship right now.
In my life, felt that way.
I felt it in college. That's
Yeah.
like when I went to the part
That makes
because
sense, yeah.
the friend that I was living with started working nights, so then I had no one to go out with. So it was like he was essentially my crutch.
Yeah.
So I had to venture out because I didn't want to sit at home. So then I started putting myself in that situation. It was
Yeah.
awkward at first, but once I did it and I developed some friendships, then college was great. So
Yeah.
it was like
Once you have a couple or like a group, then it's easier to branch out because you'll be in social.
the initial
setting.
part sucks, especially like when I was getting into stand up, it was already intimidating at first, just the act of doing it. And then there's people you don't know as well. Some of them been doing it longer than you, all that stuff. Trying to make conversation is really uncomfortable.
Did you struggle in college when you knew you had to like step out of your comfort zone to make friends? Did you at all, based off your experience early on in high school? I don't know if we've talked about it, but
What?
did you like? Because didn't you change schools because you didn't have friends? Was that middle school or high school?
I changed schools because I originally I was in like a school system
Uh-huh.
with all you guys, and then my fucking mother. God, I should probably bleep the word.
Why? That's not even.
I don't know, man.
We're
I don't know how
Australian.
the algorithm works.
We're Australian.
Moved me across town,
Yeah.
and then I had some friends technically, but
It was
I-
more to be with
bro,
your.
I
like,
remember
your-
sitting at a lunch table, just be like, I don't really like any of these niggas. Like,
But Joe,
I get
except
along
Joe.
fine, but I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
So then I moved back so I could be with you guys.
But that didn't like make you. That didn't give you any like. I guess it wasn't the type of situation that like made you think making friends is hard.
No, it's like a feeling you have with if you connect with somebody. Like if you're not really on the same wavelength as somebody, you could feel it,
Well, yeah.
and that's what a lot of that was like.
Now going to college, was it similar at all?
No, because the people that I was hanging out with, I actually did enjoy being around,
Okay.
and they were fun. But there's certain people that you come across that you can't figure out.
Yeah.
Like one of Joe's friends, I just could not. Every time I was around him, I could not figure out what his sense of humor was.
Is it that gay like guitar-y guy?
No. It was the coffee nigga. And
Oh.
I just can't, I could never figure out what, like, he was nice. He wasn't ever, like, mean or a piece of shit or anything. I just could not figure out his sense of humor, and, like, we just never seemed to get along like that.
Yeah.
There's certain people like that where it just doesn't work.
To bring it right back to myself,
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was talking to Tracy about it. When I meet people and they're talking to me for longer than a few seconds, my brain is immediately hitting eject. Like my natural reaction is to be like, how can I wrap this conversation up?
Yeah.
And then I thought about it more and I'm like, is that healthy? Like, because I'm social in social settings, But otherwise, I'm pretty
I think
antisocial.
you also know yourself, though. You know what types of humor you're into. The odds of the person that you're talking to being that, they would have already exposed it, I think.
Yeah, but everyone can offer some sort of value.
I
Like,
know, but
just,
you
like,
know
I'm
what you want in a
antisocial.
friendship, right?
Yeah, no, that I know.
That's
but
what I'm saying. So what's the point of trying to maintain a conversation where you know the person 99.98% of the time is going to fulfill
Yeah.
the friendship need?
Because
It's
I don't
not
think
gonna
I'm
work.
too cool for them. I just want nothing to do with them immediately.
I think also it depends on the situation too. So
Like if I'm at an art event
for
or something,
instance,
like I don't know.
when we went to a friend's house for the party,
Us?
yes,
Okay.
we went to a friend's house for the party, and there's a couple guys there,
Oh yeah.
and they're nice. There's nothing wrong with them as people. It's just that conversationally, they're dry as shit,
They're
and they
ve-
have nothing to offer at all in terms of humor,
To us.
in terms
To
of
us.
any interesting topic. It was literally like talking to ChatGPT.
But that's to us, because I'm sure to like us to someone else are those people.
I don't think so.
Impossible. We're
Yes.
dope. We're dope.
Hell yeah. I mean,
They
who
reminded
else
me of
could
like
talk about just like you ever fingered your grandma at the water cooler? Like
Yeah.
shit they can't even handle.
Yeah.
Just
Did they
woo!
let your grandma sip at water coolers?
Yeah, the white one?
Yeah. Thick.
No, that's the type of guy where you wrap that conversation up.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that shows a glimmer of light, we're like, oh shit, they're thinking
There's some
different.
spirit
They're
there?
saying
Yeah.
something funny. They got energy or
Yeah.
something to
I
bring
know
to
what
the
you're talking
table. You
about.
can feel it.
It's that spirit. It's like there's something like actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Say a shot of bath salts,
Yeah, it's just like lightning in a bottle.
but a lot of people don't have it,
Yeah.
and that's not even.
It's hard to quantify. It's
That's
hard to
not
like
even
say
to
what it is.
talk ourselves up or be like, well, some of us just have the thing. But it is true. There's a lot of people you talk to where you're like, that nigga might not be real.
Those people at the party, bro, they reminded me of like vendors that you can't even, like that don't even sell anything in a video
What?
game. You know what I'm talking about? When you walk by and they're like holding something, but you can't even really interact with them, and they say a sentence and you keep walking.
Yeah, like
What's the-
you're playing Elden Ring and you just go through the conversation tree and they eventually run out.
Yeah.
That's what those niggas were. It was
Yeah.
keep moving forward. You have to do it.
I wonder what their internal monologue was like.
Bro, there's nothing. I swear to God, there's nothing there. Because the biggest
the Halo thing?
biggest things that they had were that they were engaged and about to get married, and that's it. Once that happens, what the fuck do you have to talk about?
Yeah. I wonder what kind of trauma someone like that has.
Nothing.
They've not been through anything.
Well, I'm saying because otherwise, how else would
you
you
like
be
that?
that bland?
yeah.
Like you have trauma because you were poor, so it makes sense that you're a little bit interesting because you had to sing and dance for scraps of food. You impoverished idiot loser.
Yeah.
Me, my parents got divorced, so that was it. though.
That's it. But you had abundance.
Yeah, but you were poor,
And that's what led to you being like the overeating
I
disorder.
used to. Yeah, sometimes I used to go to the store and buy food just to throw in the trash, knowing that you had nothing.
That's crazy. Is the trash your gut?
Huh?
Is the trash you were throwing it in your gut?
Oh, I see what you're doing
Yeah.
there.
Eating's not going to bring your parents together.
I know, but
I don't want to be the one to say that. Should be your therapist. But eating's not going to bring your parents together.
Yeah, and you can run all you want with those nice Brooks shoes.
Yeah.
You can't run away from your past.
I'm not running, baby.
You should, given the demons you have to fight every day.
The past is history. Future is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it's called present. Shout out to Oogway from Kung Fu Panda.
You had to sneak in the theater to see that.
Yeah, it was good.
Couldn't
It's a
afford a
good memory.
ticket. Stupid idiot.
We would all sneak in though. It was fun. We what we used to do was we'd scrounge together all the money we could to get one ticket, and that one person would wait until the workers were gone and go to the back door and open it so like the rest of us could get in. And
Oh, I thought you'd all put your money together, pool it for one ticket. One person will watch the movie and then come back and explain. It was really good. So you won't believe it. There was this panda and he knew martial arts.
that's so funny.
I bombed my ass off this week,
How?
bro. Oh my God. So I did one of the showcases at one of the comedy clubs I was third host, ate absolute shit, just dead silence pretty much. Couldn't get them going.
So like a crowd thing or just
Yeah, weird
bad
crowd.
jokes?
Weird crowd.
Oh.
And then other guy gets up and like he is like a local headliner and is doing show like he does stand up full time. He's like traveling on the road and doing shows and stuff. Could not get him going. I get up there. I make fun of him because he has a shaved head. He's like a white dude from Everett. So I was like, do you know what it's like? How bad you guys have to be to make a skinhead not confident? And got him rolling. And then I did like a Drake reference because that's popping right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, light skinned dude should not be out.
And you have your thumb on the pulse.
I do. I am culture.
Yep.
And nobody got it. I was like, okay, I know what kind of audience this is.
Not into hip hop.
I saw 4 white bitches parking their bikes before they walked in the show, and I heard them laugh. It started getting rolls. I started making fun of them for being white. And then as soon as I get into written material,
Bad writer.
yeah, they were not in it. And then I forgot, so then I kept acknowledging that they were just shit. And then try to get back into the joke, but I missed a part that made the end punchline make sense. And I was like, brother, it was bad. I got off stage, and it was like I had just gotten out of a fight. Like, I sat in the chair like a nigga whooped my ass.
Damn, and you were just starting to get kind of momentum again.
Yeah, but I had 2 sets that night. The second one went great.
Oh, okay.
So I got to wash the stink off. But it's hard to disassociate from the feeling of embarrassment, even though you know in the grand scheme of things, 1, you have to experience that, and 2, like, it doesn't matter.
But the way you disassociate from it is just by feeling it enough.
Yes,
right? Like, you
which
have to
is
be
sad.
comfortable
Yes.
being uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have to essentially just go through those enough to where you
It's another day.
it just wears off.
It's another day. Yeah.
But it doesn't. I get in the car and it'll hit me randomly. Like,
yeah.
I'll just think back to a situation that I had been through that night, like a certain line or something that I fucked up, and I just go, fuck, out loud, just by myself.
Yeah.
You can't, it'll go away eventually, but it's still here. What did you do this week?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I was like super obsessed with the Drake Kendrick shit. Honestly. I've been a roller coaster for me.
I'm glad that it's coming to an end. It was
Yeah.
fun during the time period, but
Yeah.
I have never paid attention to a topic like that for that long. It was days, and then I'm sending you videos, and I'm listening to the stuff, and then I'm listening to other people talk about their opinions on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you imagine being like a nigga that cares about politics or something? Like, there's certain events and you're going to protests and you're fighting with people online. Like, how do you not get exhausted
It
at
has
some
to
point?
be exhausting.
Especially
for things
exhausting
that, like,
caring.
You can't do much about. Like, you're just a single grain of sand in the big picture. That has to be hard.
Bro, and when I would get people that had differing opinions that I didn't feel were valid,
yeah.
immediate anger. Like, I have one friend, well, we can discuss the whole overall thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
one friend said that the reason that they're beefing is because Kendrick is jealous of Drake's success. And that
It's
was
frustrating.
It's like that you didn't put any thought into, and you have no actual,
He must have got
backing for
extra
that.
vaccines for no reason, huh?
lib pussy. Because then we discussed all aspects of it. He agrees that Drake lost, but then he had no valid points as to why a man that doesn't go outside or use social media or even do anything marketing wise to drive revenue out of releasing albums, why would he be jealous of success if he doesn't try?
Number for
And
number,
there was no reason.
they're very comparable. Like, Drake's above him, but not by a lot. Like they're
Exactly.
in the
So
same sphere.
if
Of,
they're peers and they
yeah.
started at this around the same time, they started. But how does that make sense?
This is the same
in
dude
any
that
capacity?
drank runoff water
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
bar.
he
though.
did. He did. So you got to discredit that. Just throw it out.
Yeah. What did he drink? Just quickly. I don't want to get into.
We
it.
went to a bar and watched the fights, and he took $100. So there's a busser, and the busser that clears all the tables has a pitcher.
A
that
single
he
pitcher.
pours the bottom of every drink. So like if there's a beer that somebody didn't finish, dumps it in. So he's dumping tequila, beer, vodka, everything that he collects on the bar,
Other people's mouth.
including straws. There were a couple of Zin packets in there, and this man took $100 to drink that.
Bro, it genuinely makes me nauseous right now.
It was nasty.
Holy fuck! And then he went to the bathroom to puke it up, and I told the dude to get his 100 back because it has to say.
Yeah, it's not worth $100 to me.
That's. I would take an actual. How much would you do that for?
It would have to be like 5.
I swear
I
to
feel
God,
like it had to
I'd
be
push it to
something-
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah,
Really?
I would say no to a 5. I swear to God, yeah.
500 seems comparable for that,
Let's not make that too clear.
but it's not worth $100. Like, brother.
No, it's disgusting. Someone eating nachos and drinking, and maybe
Bro,
they got
you
something in
missed
their
it,
mouth
'cause
and they
after-
spit in it.
At the end of that night, so like you left.
Yeah,
It was a group, like a group of maybe 6 of us, and then you left after the fights because that was the first bar we were at, and then we go to a different bar because they wanted to shake ass. So we go to like Cha Cha or something, and downstairs there's like a dance floor and all that stuff. And so the guy that drank all the sludge blacks out, and the other white guy that just constant yapper, nothing behind his eyes.
right next to you, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single. He's the only one of us that's single. He was pulling up like crazy. I've never seen. I thought he's full blown retarded. I never would have thought that
He looks like the kind of dude that could get.
I
would've guessed.
He got 4 numbers.
Yeah,
He
I
was
would have
shooting
guessed.
shots.
I swear to God, I would have guessed.
One of them, the girl, her friend was trying to protect. We're
Yeah.
like, no. And he still worked his way around that. I could not believe what I was seeing with my eyes. And they look good. I was impressed. I was
Not allowed to
thoroughly
say
impressed.
that. You're not allowed to say that.
But the one that blacked out, bro. So there was a conversation being had of, well, would you rather eat ass or eat on a period? And because a
Clean
couple
ass?
of us have never eaten ass. And
Clean ass,
No.
just like regular
Just
throughout the day ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And a couple of the dudes were like, eat ass. What are you talking about? And then to rationalize, because he was like, would you rather drink a cup of blood or eat a cup of poop? And so that became a running joke of the night. It was like, where's the poop? And
Fuck
so fast forward to the end of the night, we're in Cha Cha. Everyone is just sitting there. He's blacked out, trying to freestyle to a beat, going, where's the poop? Give me the poop. I need poop. Just loud.
Yeah.
People are watching.
Yeah. He's 29.
I think.
Okay.
Just blacked out.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't even remember this.
We know a few people like this, but continue.
And
Short Asian.
it's all like college girls just looking at him like, okay. We were way too old to be there. I'm so glad that I'm not single.
When you
Holy
said cha-cha,
fuck.
I was like, what are you, Drake?
I'm so glad that I'm not single. In those situations, especially.
That's not, as at your age, that's not where you would go to find a girlfriend. Anyways. So like,
No.
it doesn't need to be something you rejoice in your relationship.
I would enjoy just
That's-
being at a bar. You can hear people. Like
Yeah.
Just some music playing. You can just talk. But I don't know. Listen, those niggas live in like Spanaway and poverty area, so it makes sense that once they get to Seattle, for once, that's like Hollywood to them. they wanna go out and do young people stuff for some reason.
Yeah. I'm glad I got my like single experience at least once for one period of my life.
Yeah,
Because it really, like, for me, I was almost too old. Like, it was almost too late. But I was It would just happen in time.
Like seeing the way that they all interact, the younger people.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like I'm so glad that I'm not part of that.
yeah.
It's weird. Like there's one girl, so this random like Indian bitch just latched on to Jesus for some reason,
Okay.
and just wanted
Makes
to
sense.
like just talk.
He has a ting, right?
Yeah, I mean it wasn't anything weird.
I know,
It was
I
just she was like her group was sitting next to us, and she was the bridge between the two. And
The Brown Bridge.
yeah, the poop bridge, and
There it is.
so I see one girl in her group, and she has a tattoo on the back of her neck that says "I love you," and it's like this big,
Who'd she lose?
and she had barbed wire around her arm.
Okay. What sort of motorcycle?
So
does
then
she drive?
I wasn't interested. I asked. I was like, "What does that mean?" And she said, "It's just to have it." And those were her only tattoos.
Don't you think that she just didn't want to share what the meaning?
I
was?
hope that's the reason.
Okay.
Because if that's what your real reason was, you just got it to
'Cause
get it,
imagine
you're fucked.
how many people have asked her.
You're fucked.
Do you know how many people have asked her
Well, it's in a spot where it was like kind of high up.
on her neck?
So, yeah. So,
That'd be kind of nice, I guess, if you're, back shots. This is reassuring.
but just getting it to get it, and those are the only things
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a problem because
Yeah.
the thing is, if you don't have anything that has meaning,
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
tattoo, eventually that shit's gonna run out of
Yeah,
style.
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
do you remember a time when barbed wire around your arm was not cool, which was
Now, still,
like probably 2 decades. It was
Yeah, yeah,
cool in the like 1990s, early 2000s,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
And then it was fucking whack.
So-
And now it's trendy. Guess what it's going to be in a couple years? Fucking whack. And you're going to have to ride with that, bitch. Good shit, stupid. Didn't think it through.
bitch. So my thing with the Kendrick Drake, I'm just gonna give a quick recap of what I thought starting out.
You just,
Just starting out.
I know, but how quickly you just went
Fuck.
to what I was saying.
Okay, barbed wire.
Not that it mattered. No.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't.
Good call out.
I'm just
though.
saying.
I can't
wow,
be doing that.
That is abrupt.
Yeah, I can't do that. Anyway, so Drake
That's
and Kendrick.
rude.
No, I know I can't do that.
That's rude. That's why
At
you don't
first-
make friends.
No, I agree. At first,
I'm not gonna let you get into it. I'm gonna keep.
they're not here for this.
Uh,
I'm gonna give
they're
a
not
quick
here for this.
quick recap of my thoughts on
Recap
the
these
Drake.
nuts in your mouth.
So Kendrick came out with Future song. He did his thing. I thought it was lame because he just never makes any music. Drake actually responded. And I think now in hindsight, that's what Kendrick wanted. I think he had some stuff in the tuck.
No, time out. Go through it. We're gonna talk song by song.
Okay.
What were your thoughts
Okay.
at each part?
Okay. Let's start
So,
at the beginning.
Start with like that.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you heard "Fuck the Big Three"? It's just Big Me.
No. Okay, so I like that song. I thought the beat was good. I thought Kendrick was good on it. When I heard that specific part, I was bummed because I didn't feel like he had the right to talk the shit he was talking because of how often he drops.
Yeah. To me, I thought the same thing. I was like, why would you say that if you're not
Making music.
you're not even gonna do anything about this? So why come out of nowhere after years just to talk a little bit of shit and then disappear again infinitely?
And your last album was Shat. So like to come off of a L and instead of like coming off of a dub, you just come.
Don't talk.
No,
like
I'm
that.
in there. Anthony Edwards. Now,
Don't. What? Okay. And then, so then the first thing that kicked it off was Push Ups.
yeah,
And then Drake dissed him. And then I was like,
I like that song.
I don't like the beat.
I'm over it now. But the meaning of the song, the theme of the song, the people he hit in the song, I thought it was a good diss track.
Yeah. I don't like the beats. I don't like the beat selection. And I'm tired of hearing Drake rap like that.
But
That-
drop and
that
give
cadence.
me 50. I hear you. I hear you.
I'm tired of that. And it been. I'm sick of that.
Did you like the disses?
Sure. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, this song. and then we didn't hear from Kendrick for.
Maroon 5 gotta make it witty. Like I thought
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the little
I
things he said were good.
I thought it was a good diss song, and then I figured we weren't gonna get anything from Kendrick, so then I was annoyed.
I was curious.
I was
like,
annoyed at Kendrick.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you said this shit. Look what you started. You're not even gonna come out. So what is the point? Why'd you do it? And
Yeah.
I was irritated. And then Drake released another one. I did not hear it, but it was
Taylor
the
Made.
AI one that he retracted.
No,
Yes,
you're wrong.
Taylor Made that did not have AI on it.
I
Did it
don't
have
know.
AI
His
Tupac
verse-
on it?
I don't know. I don't think so. You keep saying Tupac. I don't remember that. I thought it was Snoop Dogg.
That was the whole reason it got taken down.
Let's just pull it up.
It
real
was
quick.
Tupac's estate tried to sue him.
I don't remember.
Remember they had put out cease and desist.
That was after push-ups.
Yes, for Taylor Made. How do you not know this? Do your Googles.
I actually liked the part about from Drake I heard on that song. Saw a clip on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like
But
that.
the general
clip I heard, I thought it was good.
feeling of that was, come outside. You're following through on this one. You're
Yes.
not gonna run from the smoke.
Which I like.
Face me.
Yeah.
And then followed up comes Euphoria. Great song.
Thought it was a good one.
Great response. And then I was excited.
Did you like Euphoria more or push-ups?
Euphoria. He came out talking that shit. I liked the
I think I agree.
different flows, the beat switches. It was good. And he
Yeah.
came out not even really saying that much. Just, I'm here, brother.
Yeah.
You don't want to step to this.
Ibbity ibbity.
Ibbity ibbity, nigga. Don't do it.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that?
After Euphoria, he dropped 616.
Yeah, and then he doubled down after that. So Drake was like, come outside. He said, well, nigga, here's some stuff about you, fake abs, idiot.
I'm all
And
the way
then-
outside.
And then everyone's like, oh, shit, it's going down now.
Yeah.
And then he came out again. He didn't really say that much. He was just like, there's a leak in your camp. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
And that's when I was like, no, come on, let's get it.
He was saying, you go two, I go two.
Yeah. So then we were waiting for Drake.
Yeah.
Then it was like, all
Now
right,
we're
this
like,
is
here
a
we
real
go.
battle now.
It started.
Yeah. So Euphoria was kind of the initial, like, let's get it. 616 didn't really do much. It wasn't really stating
I would
it.
say push-ups is the
It
first.
continued to not. No, I'm saying in response with the
Okay,
doubling
okay.
back up
Yes.
from the push-ups and Taylor Made to Euphoria 616.
Yeah.
616 didn't really say anything. It was just kind of another.
Kind of went under the...
I mean, I liked it. It sounded good, but it didn't do anything.
Euphoria was the big song out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
those two. Yes.
And then we followed up with
My favorite song of the battle.
which was
Family Matters.
yes, and again, great song. I enjoyed that one. It was. I didn't like the beginning. I liked the last two of it. So it's 3 beat switches.
It's
Or-
good enough to
There's
where
3
I can
beats
get
within
through
that
the
song.
beginning. Yeah.
I don't like the beginning. Every time I play that song, I skip to 2 minutes and 50 seconds so I can get the last two. Because the
Okay.
last two are my favorite Drake songs I think I've ever heard.
He sharded on ASAP Rocky.
He folded that nigga up so
Quick.
quick. That's my favorite part about the second beat is that the cadence, the way the bars are structured. He just quickly addresses each point and fucks these niggas
Goes
up.
on, yeah.
Buy some more chains for some more guys. I don't know why that gets me, but it does.
Here's the thing that this is what I felt. This was my complaint about the song.
Wait.
It's still-
First, say your feelings about the song when you were
I
hearing
said
it. Like what was going through your head?
I thought it was a great song. I thought it was a great diss. I thought it was a great song. I can even handle the first part, even though you don't like it. That doesn't kill me. The only thing that was a bummer about it, I thought he needs to focus more on Kendrick.
That's what I felt too. Because once I heard the Euphoria and
It's
the
too spread
follow
out.
up, and then I saw the song cover with the black Maybach music glove, I was like, "There's some shit going on here. I don't know what this means, but seems like this nigga's not playing around."
No.
And then Drake came out and he's addressing everybody, and that's the first thing that I noticed was like,
Yeah.
I feel like you got to take this more serious. You shouldn't be going at everybody.
Quit trying to big dick Kendrick and being like, I'm so above.
You
like,
gotta
hit,
lock in on him.
Yes,
because that's the real competition.
Because
here.
he will outplay you if you don't.
And then
I thought,
but the song also sounded really great, so I was like,
yeah,
I liked it.
Bro, the part where he says, "Rick Ross, read my Miranda rights."
Yes, Rick reading my Miranda rights.
Yeah,
but also what I did not like in that song, he said, "I'm going on vacation."
Yeah.
This shit just started.
He just did 2 tours.
And you're
He's
trying.
tired.
I know, but you say come outside. A nigga responds to you, and then you think that this is the home run that's gonna end the whole thing by going at everybody, and then be like, "I'm going on vacation, deuces." Yeah. And he had all the visuals of them crushing the van and everything. You went to the place that Kendrick mentioned where he got robbed at. He had dinner there, which that's in Canada. So that means that nigga had to fly to Canada.
I like all of that
and
stuff.
LA and back and forth. So that's a lot of work that went into all of this with the visuals.
I love it. I love it. The way he sent Charlemagne the bottles and everything. I like all of the little like details. He put effort into this one. This was his big song.
And it got ruined in 15 minutes.
That's the issue.
Because
he got outplayed.
Because then, how long was it? I swear to God, it felt like 15 minutes.
It was an hour and like 20 minutes or something.
Oh, was
like,
it?
Actually, yeah.
So then I see that Kendrick released something.
Then a horror movie came out.
And in Meet the Grams, I was high when all this stuff was happening. So the Drake song comes out, and I'm listening to it. I didn't even see the video because I was just trying to hear what was going on. And I was like, yeah, okay, this is fucking good. Yes. I like this shit. And I was high. The beat was banging.
He's talking.
Yes. I got to save this so I can listen to it later.
Big dick.
And then Meet the Grams comes out, and it's scary. And I was sitting there with my mouth open. It's like, oh, my God, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then I had to take my headphones out and have Natalie listen with me. I was like 3 minutes in. I was like, he just said he has a second kid. And she's like, what? It's like, listen to the rest.
Bro, the start of it. Just with the beat. Adonis, I'm sorry he's your father.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there. I was like, what is happening right now? Oh my God, he's going. His mom? You're mentioning his mom? Oh no, this is serious. And then it gets to the part where he's talking directly to him. He's like, you gonna hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed about them. Then
you lied about them. You lied about
I was tossed out of my mind. Just
Yeah.
Because once he got to that part, it was like how would I explain it? It's like a
crescendo.
In like a scary movie where the villain is like kind of nice until you do something to upset them. And then like you going baby mom.
The face
you're
turn.
Embarrassed by him. And I was like, that scared me in the moment. I was scared.
Yeah.
That fucked my whole night up.
It was a rough song. It was a tough listen. But as far as a diss goes, I thought out of all the songs thus far, that's the best diss.
Yes.
Not the best song, but when I heard it, I was like, okay, no one else has hit the other like this.
Regardless of the information. Like whether we know, let's just
there's no
assume,
replay value there.
Absolutely not.
No.
I've heard it a couple times. I will say.
Well, yeah, for this,
but just for the sake of understanding the stuff, not because the song is. You can't listen to that in any context.
You lied about.
I thought about listening to that walking taking the dogs pee before bed just to see if I could handle it with how scary it was.
Oh come on,
nigga!
It's a song.
I was high, so then I was like. Taking the dogs out, I was like, what if Drake is out there? What if Kendrick's outside? They're going to hurt me. And I think that was that was a perfect play by him to shut down the whole production of what Drake had going on. Because Drake, it's understood, I would think, that each nigga gets a night to themselves to do the thing. Then you have X amount of time to respond.
Yeah.
So Drake was doing his fucking victory lap. He was texting streamers, be like,
the rocket was taken off, and then Kendrick did something immediately. Bring
and
it
I
back
think
down.
that kind of shows the difference between them in the whole battle thing, because Drake had all his production behind it, trying to make like a flashy song like he's known for. He's texting people with social influence to try and get them to opt in to help him launch this thing. And he thinks that it's going to be one of those.
It was for a second.
And then it got ruined by a nigga that just put out a thing with
so smart.
a song cover of a shirt with pill bottles and shit. I'm like, what is going on?
So smart.
There's something there. I don't know what that means, but what the fuck?
So smart.
And it killed the whole vibe of the night.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do after that.
In hindsight, there was a couple things I didn't like about the song. I didn't. And
Which
this,
song?
This is Meet the Grams.
Okay.
And this is in hindsight, of course, but I didn't like the daughter talk because it told me, or it made me think that he's just going with whatever. And the first time I listened to that song,
let's finish going through how we felt in the moment for each song.
I thought we did already.
No, because
You got scared. You didn't walk your dogs.
More
now what?
songs.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I know. Aren't we recapping
There's
every
more-
song as we go?
How we felt in the moment. And
Okay.
then we'll get to the strategy and who won and all that
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
So then, after the Meet the Grams, and we're all fucked up, the next morning, he puts out Not Like Us.
At first, I thought that was a bad
Yes,
move.
I texted you. I was like, I don't think you should have done that. Like the last one had such a big impact on
You gotta
on
let
me
it
that I
sit.
was like, I don't think you need to do any more. Like, I think this nigga needs to respond. But then, after listening multiple times over and hearing other people's opinions and getting the feel for what's going on, this song,
Is hard as fuck.
yes, yes, this shit is it's a summer song. Like, and I think it's mixed in with the fact that we haven't heard from him in so long that we're all like, this is a good song, and like
That's what
He's making
he
music.
needed in this battle, was that like his songs were good. Like Euphoria, I thought was better than Meet the Grams as far as replay value. But he finally put something out that I'll be able to play in the car every time.
yeah,
Which is
regardless
Drake's
of the
MO.
content. And then, so that was exciting,
Yeah.
and I played it in the car with one of my friends that is pro Drake, and that nigga was dancing. It's just a good song you can't argue with. Then Drake put out the Heart Part 6.
Yeah,
That was
well,
his
there was a couple
response?
responses online, a little bit here or there, and then he put out the Heart Part 6. And I guess that's the last song that came out. You heard it, right?
Yes.
Thoughts?
I like the beat. I've listened to the beat itself. I don't like the lyrics.
I thought it was
And
good, just too much defense.
Yeah, it was all defending allegations.
It wasn't all, because he said some shit too. If you
Well,
listen again,
no.
he said some shit about Kendrick. But
Kind of not really. It was mostly just doubling down on the information he had.
and clarifying
So-
some stuff about it.
And that was about it. And
Yeah.
so then the overall response was like, that wasn't good enough. And also in what he was saying in his defense of himself, there's a couple things in there that were questionable that still don't make sense.
Like what?
He starts off by saying that, you stupid idiot. He starts off by going.
That's you that says talk
is
like
me.
that.
He starts off by going, whoever leaked you the information
Yeah.
is a bitch.
Yeah.
And then goes, we leaked you the information.
Yeah.
You're dumb. You fell for it.
Why do people keep saying that? Because to me, when I heard it, it clearly, I could tell he was talking about the topic in the moment at that part. Like in the leaked one, he was talking about the daughter. And then the rest of it, he was referring to, which I think he should have structured it differently.
Well, no, because he starts off by saying whoever leaked it to you is a bitch. And then he breaks down the daughter thing and goes, we set you up for that. But how structurally in writing that song does it make sense to start off with whoever leaked you is stupid, he's a piece of shit, and then go, I leaked you the information, we set you up?
Structurally, it could have been better. But
Yes,
I
so-
understood it. I didn't have
But
an
in
issue.
that situation, that's lazy then. If it's left to be understood, because a lot of people have that same question. And maybe it's just
I never did.
I'm an idiot, but the way that I thought of it was he fucked up in his approach. Like for instance, if writing a joke, you might start with one angle and then decide you want to do something different. So you have to change what the setup is to help ease people into the new direction of the song.
Well, as much as I'm saying that
Doesn't feel like he
I
did
got
that.
it and I didn't see a problem with it, I know there's a problem because there's you and a ton of people online saying that they didn't get it either. So I don't know. To me, it made sense. Like it was just like he's moving on to a bunch of different things, and like
then
he hit
also-
this, then he hit this. I
But
thought,
then also with denying the groomer allegations or the pedo allegations,
Yeah.
he said that he's too famous to get caught up doing that.
yeah, that's
That's a terrible
defense.
fucking defense.
Yeah.
It's better to not say anything and just attack.
Well,
If anything,
I feel like-
rather than going, I'm too famous to get caught, because that is not true.
I would have agreed with you. I agree with what he said there being wrong, but I don't agree with him not saying anything anymore.
Well, I'm
Because
saying
after
with that,
not like us, like probably
No,
a
no, no. I'm
minor,
saying
like too
that
much.
in that situation, I think it would be better to say nothing than to say you're too famous. Not that he didn't have to address it.
that, yes.
Like,
but I
it
thought
would
an
be-
addressing was needed
Yeah,
at that point.
I
Yeah.
understand
Yeah,
that
yeah.
part. I'm just saying,
That way.
the way that you phrased that was terrible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if people are already feeling a way about you, possibly, that doesn't sway them to be like, maybe
No.
he's telling the
I'm
truth.
too famous.
That makes you go, huh? That's an odd way of wording that.
To his benefit, because people are in this one are gonna think Drake's cock is in my ass, but isn't it like
It is.
he really is the most famous artist on the planet. It's gonna be a lot more difficult for him to get away with something than like a behind the scenes Hollywood exec. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that's a good argument.
Yeah, but R. Kelly.
What about R. Kelly?
R. Kelly.
The guy Kendrick defended? What about him?
Oh, see, and now it just fitting
bias is
narrative
leaking out of me,
the
I'm
dick
sorry.
in your ass. A famous guy out public facing.
Yeah. He got caught.
He was able to hide it for years.
I argue it was at a time where social media wasn't what it is now. I argue that it was back in the day when people could just do shit easier. And like Drake is everywhere. He's not like incognito.
I know, but
he's
it
part
fits
of all the groups.
point that it's possible for a famous person to do, whether it's social media or not.
Yeah.
They could have sent
Of course it's
fucking
possible,
pigeon
yeah.
mail about getting diddled. Who do they send it to? I don't know.
Pigeon Man.
Well, okay, so then going
That's
into
the last song. And apparently he had one more that was like a big one. And he even like messaged people to be ready for it. But then it got postponed
because
because
his house got shot up.
someone got shot. Which I don't know why that postpones it. Put that bitch up.
I don't think there's anything he can do. I think it's done. I think you lost. And now, even with the shooting and putting more time apart from your last response, everyone already feels like that last response was a loss.
Most people didn't
He
like that
sounded
last response.
defeated. He didn't sound. And then talking at the end, being like, it was good work, good exercise, to get the pen out and work on. Nigga, he beat your ass. And then also, if you look at the song credits, for instance, on Family Matters, there's 3 people credited, him and 2 others. And then if you look at Not Like Us, it's just Kendrick.
Yeah.
So you can't, nigga, you're saying it was good exercise. It was exercise for you and 2 other niggas.
You don't think he wrote most
Knock
of
it
that
off.
stuff though? He wrote most of that.
I know, but there's a
He
difference.
writes.
There's a difference. Not to say that I'm not completely discrediting him being a writer, but to have other dudes on it and then the other guy you're going against is just him.
No, for sure.
There's a difference.
But here is what Kendrick had on his side that I don't think Drake had on his side.
What?
Kendrick, and now can I talk about hindsight?
Yes.
I-
No, you can't. Stop.
I have Kendrick winning this. I think
You
he
better.
came out on top.
You better.
And he won, but there's a lot of caveats for me, and there's a lot of things that I think, for whatever reason, people are not. They're running with a narrative, and it's just not favorable for Drake, which I get kind of, but I thought it was bitch of Kendrick to call him a pedophile. If he was one, or if there was proof, we don't have to get into it because if he's a pedophile, I hope someone castrates him and kills him. But I'm serious, but I don't think he is based on what I've seen and heard. And I just for him to throw that out, like what else can someone do? What could Drake do in that moment? I mean, yes, his response could have been better and bars and attacking, but like there's nothing worse than being a pedophile.
Yeah.
Because no one's even talking about Kendrick beating his wife, maybe, allegedly.
Which is also a no-no.
Bad
Don't do that.
unless she...
You know nothing about that. You didn't know about that.
So much catchy shit. You
Yes.
call someone a pedo, you won.
I see your point. But also, if he didn't already have situations that seemed weird to the naked eye, that wouldn't really stick.
Sure. But I think
Because
there's a lot of
imagine
internet narratives
if it
around
was
it.
the other way around and Drake called Kendrick a pedo just based on what we know of Kendrick and what we've seen over the course of years, there's no traction for it. The reason it sticks with Drake is because there has been situations that look questionable to the naked eye. I wouldn't go as far as saying that he's a pedo. I would definitely say there's situations that if it were a normal person, that it wasn't famous, and I knew them in real life, and I saw them doing those things,
You'd be like, what the
texting
fuck?
a 15-year-old or kissing a 17-year-old on the mouth after they verbalize they're 17. You'd be like, what the fuck?